Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Coach Jeff here with Asiamah Academy, and today I'm going to talk to the point guards. All right, if you are a point guard, you need to watch this video, man. This is urgent. This is big information. This is going to help you out with being the best point guard that you could be. If this is your first time here, welcome. Please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos that comes out. And for all my subscribers, welcome back. It's good to see you guys again, man. So we're going to talk about being a point guard, what that looks like. It's going to help you guys out. I'm going to give you guys some really good tips. All right, so you don't want to miss this. Make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. All right, so you can get all the good tips to help you become the best point guard that you could be. And we're going to get into it right after the intro.
We like to do, man. Asiamah Academy.
So I have a free shooting plan workout. All right, if you guys are interested, all you have to do is email me at asiamahacademy@gmail.com. It's a good shooting workout. All right, it gives you the basics from how you can start close to the rim and work your way out, okay, and help you become a better shooter. All right, so I'll send it to you for free. All you got to do is email me at asiamahacademy@gmail.com. and I'll send it right over to you. There's no strings attached. There's no catch, nothing like that. Just send me an email. I got you. I'll send it right over to you, okay? It's a free shooting workout, all right? It's gonna help you become a better shooter. Okay, so you wanna be a point guard, right? Let me talk to you about what that looks like, okay? So as a point guard, I'm gonna talk to you about certain things that you need to have as a point guard. These are things that are essential. Okay, it's not about the drills, it's not about the reps, it's about what the point guard, what their job description is. Okay, if you're a point guard and you're on the court, these are the things that you gotta focus on. These are the things that you have to do. Okay, the very first thing when it comes to being a point guard is you gotta know all the plays. Whatever team you're on, even when you're playing pickup, you got to understand what's going on. You got to know all the plays, and you got to know the positions of the players on your team, okay? So if you're on a team, you're playing on a team, you know all the plays, but that's not enough. You got to know what your shooting guard likes to do, what your small forward likes to do, what your power forward and what your center likes to do. You got to know all their tendencies. You got to be comfortable with it, all right? So when you bring the ball up the court, you got to be able to understand, okay, where does my guy like to shoot the ball, right? Where can I set him up, right? You got to be understanding of those things. If I know that my big man likes the ball only on the right side of the block, not on the left side, he only likes it on the right side, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to set him up where maybe I come down the court and I have him set a screen over here. Because when he rolls, guess where he's rolling to? He's rolling down there, right? If I come and I tell him to set a screen here and he rolls and he goes down there, right? He doesn't like that spot. So why would I put him in that situation? So you got to be able to set your teammates up for success. You're the point guard, you're the leader, right? So if I know I have a player that likes to be in the corners, right? And I see my man on the wing, I might push him down, go to the corner, or I might be like, hey, we got so-and-so at the wing, go set an up screen for him to fade and get in the corner, and then I can hit him with an overhead pass, all right? These are all things that are reflective of having a high IQ, okay? This means that you have a high basketball IQ, okay? Having a high basketball IQ means you know your players' tendencies, you know what they like, you know what they don't like, and you understand all the plays. If your coach has a good pick and roll play, you're able to understand, okay, what are the best scenarios out of this pick and roll play, right? Maybe I could have both my guards in the corners while I come off the screen and I have my other big man, you know, flash up to the free throw line, or maybe I have him go to one of the wings, right? It's being able to understand that you could do different things out of these plays. Right? That's the first thing. Knowing your teammates, knowing the plays. Even when it comes to pickup. When it comes to pickup, you bring the ball up, you run up and down a few times, you're going to start knowing certain players' tendencies. All right? So if you want to be a point guard and you go play pickup this summer or wherever, you go to the gym, that's something that you should try to be mindful of. Start working on that. You know, I'm going to bring the ball up and I'm going to start being mindful of what people like to do on the court. All right? So that I can start setting them up for success. You could also ask them, hey, how do you like to play? What do you like to do? Like, what's your favorite part being on the court? How do you like to score? Right? Then you keep that in mind so that when you're in the game, you know how to set them up for success. All right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is being a leader. All right? I touched on it a little bit. You got to be a leader on the basketball court. Okay? So what does that mean? Positive energy. You got to be encouraging. You never want to give up, right? You want to keep going. You want to be hungry, and you want that to feed off of you into your teammates. All right? So you want to be a leader on the court. If things are getting tense, the ref is calling too many fouls, right? And your players are getting upset. They're getting really, upset, pissed off. You got to be the one to be like, hey, calm down. We're good. We got this, right? There's only so much that the coach can do on the basketball court, right? The coach is on the sideline. You're ideally the extension of your coach, right? So you're the coach on the court. So you're the one who can calm things down. You're the one who could get everybody fired up and things like that, all right? If you guys are going through a tough time, you're the one that could get them to stay focused and fight through perseverance and all of that. So that's the next thing that you want to keep in mind as a point guard. Another thing is you got to be able to read the tempo of the game. You got to be able to read the game in general, all right? So if we're going up and down, we've been trading baskets, 9 to 10, 11 to 13, 21 to 23. Like the score is really close, back and forth, back and forth. That's when you got to start thinking about, okay, how can we, stretch the lead out, right? Maybe if you're up 23 to 21, you guys get a stop and you guys go down and score. It's 25 to 21, right? And let's say you get another stop and it's 25 to 21. It's the second quarter or it's the third quarter. Let's say it's the third quarter. You know that you guys have been trading baskets the first two quarters and you finally got a nice lead, 21 to 25. You just got to stop. You got the ball in your hands, right? As the point guard, this might be a good idea for you to be like, okay, let's slow it down, right? Let's slow it down. Let's take some time off the clock. Let's set something up and let's get a high quality shot right now. Let's get a high percentage shot. Instead of me bringing it up and trying to just drive it in or bring it up and just quickly pass it, right? You're the point guard. You're the leader. Okay, so you bring it up, right? And you tell everybody, hold, and now you can start assigning people to certain places where they could be really successful at, right? So you put somebody on the wing, you put somebody down on the block, you put, the two guards in the corner, right? Maybe you get somebody to come up, set you a screen, or you call a specific play that a coach has, told you to run and your team is really comfortable with it. You run that play. Maybe it's a 1-4 thing, whatever the case is, right? Maybe that's when you go to the play. But as the point guard, you got to know when to slow it down, all right? Maybe you guys put up the shot 2 times, you guys got 2 rebounds, and on the third time they get a rebound, they give you the ball, right? Are you gonna rush it and go to the basket, or are you gonna bring it out and say, hold, reset, right? So that's another thing that you want to do as a point guard. You got to know when to slow down, when to be the leader, and things like that. So that was the next thing, which is to be able to understand when to slow the game down, all right? As a point guard, you got to know when to slow the game down, okay? You got to be mindful of that. Now, of course, as a point guard, you got to be able to have good handles and you got to be able to handle pressure. You got to be able to handle pressure. It's very important. If nobody else on your team can handle pressure, you have to be able to handle pressure, all right? It's a must. As a point guard, it's a must. You're going to be dribbling the basketball most of the time. You're going to be the one bringing the ball up the court and initiating the offense. And so if they're trying to pressure you with double teams or maybe they have a really good defender, you have to be good enough to handle that pressure. Okay, so right off the bat, a good drill to practice is a retreat drill. So you come, you come here, you turn your body, you take 2 dribbles back. All right, that's a really good retreat drill to practice. All right, after you come back, maybe you cross over, you come here again, you turn your body, 2 dribbles back again. All right, maybe you go behind the back, and then you go again. All right, you go down, you turn your body, 1, 2. You got to be able to handle pressure. All right, when the defense is coming, you got to be able to learn. You got to be able to be calm. You got to be able to turn your body. Right. If you need to retreat, you got to be able to retreat. You got to be able to do pass fakes and things like that. You just have to be controlled. You got to be poised as well. This is where the leadership comes in. If a lot of your teammates panic, you got to be the one to switch it up. Okay, and figure out how can I handle pressure. I have a couple different videos for that where you can work on that pressure, dribbling drills and retreat drills and stuff like that to help you be better when it comes to handling pressure. Now, of course, the last thing is, as a point guard, you got to be able to score, because if you're a point guard and the only thing that you're good at is passing, setting your teammates up, initiating the offense, then what's going to happen is, when somebody's guarding you, they're going to sag off a lot, and they're just going to focus on everybody else. And their game plan is going to be, we're going to make somebody else beat us. All right, that point guard is not beating us today. We're going to make somebody else beat us. So you got to be able to score the ball so that the defense can play you honest as well. Okay, so you got to be able to make those reads. You got to be able to finish with both hands. Okay. You got to be able to have that pull-up jumper, because when you come off the screen and you see that you're open and there's nothing else available to you, you got to be able to pull up and hit that jump shot, right? You got to be able to hit the 3 ball. Okay, maybe you come down the court, and everybody, the defense is looking at the other players because you're initiating the offense. So your defender isn't guarding you. They sagged off. You got to be able to come up and knock it down. All right, if they're guarding you too close, maybe you get a high screen, you got to be able to come down and finish it with either hand, right hand or the left hand. All right, so just keep that in mind. As a point guard, the last thing, which is one of the most important, is you got to be able to score so that they can play you honest. Now that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and it gave you guys some value. If it did, please do us a big favor and give us a thumbs up. All right, if you have any questions or any comments that you want to make, please feel free to leave a comment down below. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos that comes out. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. And always remember, the lion mentality lives here.